All right, so here we're adding. We have 8 plus 4i plus 12 plus 8i. There's nothing in front of this parenthesis, so I can rewrite it without the parenthesis. There's nothing in front of this one, so I'm also going to rewrite it without the parenthesis. And then I'm going to combine my like terms. 8 plus 12, I get 20. 4i plus 8i, I get 12i. Again, making sure your constant is first, your imaginary part is second. So we get 20 plus 12i, which is choice A. Number 2 here, we are subtracting. So in this first set of parentheses, there's nothing in front of it, so I can rewrite it without the parentheses. This one, there's a negative, so what I need to do is distribute it. Negative 1 times negative 4 is a positive 4. Negative 1 times 3i is a negative 3i. And then I can combine my like terms. 2 plus 4, I get 6. Negative 4i, negative 7i gives me a negative 7i. So 6 minus 7i is choice B. Okay, number 3, we're multiplying. So we need to FOIL here. 3 times 1 is 3. 3 times 2i is 6i. I times 1 is I. And I times 2i is 2i squared. Okay, we know that I squared is the same thing as negative 1. So really this is 2 times negative 1, which is a negative 2. So now when I combine my terms, I have a 3 and a negative 2, which give me a positive 1. A 6i and a 7i give me 7i. And a 1i give me 7i. So I get 1 plus 7i as my answer, which is choice C. Our fourth one here, we are dividing. Okay, we can't divide with i's, and we know that these go together. We can't start crossing stuff off. So what we need to do is divide by the conjugate, which means I need to multiply by 5 plus I. 5 plus I. So we multiply across, so we FOIL. 2 times 5, I get 10. 2 times I get 2i. I times 5 is 5i, and I times I is I squared. On the bottom, 5 times 5, 25. 5 times I, 5i. Negative I times 5, negative 5i. And negative I times I, negative I squared. Okay, so we need to clean this up. We know that I squared is negative 1. So when I combine 10 plus a negative 1 gives me 9. A 2i plus a 5i is 7i. On the bottom, my 5i's are canceled. I squared is negative 1. A negative and a negative give me a positive 1. So really on the bottom, I have 25 plus 1, which is 26. We can't simplify that any further, so there's our answer, which is choice A. And our last one here, we're dealing with I to the 19th. Okay, so when we do these problems, I need to take 4 and divide it into 19. 4 goes into 19, let's see, 4 times, with 3 left over. Therefore, I'm looking at my remainder. So this is the same thing as I to the third. Anytime I have 3 as a remainder, my answer is going to be negative I, which is choice B.